Well, it looks like I owe Miller Moss a pretty big apology. What's cooking? Welcome back into another edition of Instant Reaction on ESPN Louisville freaking Plus. My name is Justin Soforo, and I'm coming at you with an instant reaction, instant response to that ass whooping that we just witnessed between Louisville football and the Kentucky Wildcats. Both teams ailing and failing down the stretch. Mark Stoops came in, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong in my take and my expectations for this one. While Louisville looked pretty poor, heartless, gutless against SMU, I did not expect a Louisville football team to be able to come out and dominate Kentucky the way that they did. And that right there is exactly why you have Jeff Brohm at the helm of this program. And I understand, yes, 3 games, 3 losses, 3 unfortunate happenings, and 3 unfortunate slides that we've had at the end of the seasons, even the top that we've had under Jeff Brohm. But I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. This is what I wanted. This is what I personally needed. We suffered enough under the time of Scott Satterfield. We had enough of Scott Satterfield, who went out there and got his bum bleep. I guess I'll just say, he got his bum ass beat by Mark Stoops on the regular. Not just that in embarrassing fashion. If you joined us for the ESPN Louisville Plus tailgate special that we had a lot of fun previewing this game, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong in my expectations of this one. I'm sorry, just watching the way both teams struggled and floundered down the stretch. And Louisville, and maybe there's a conversation to be had about the SEC, but maybe from what I saw with Louisville, with the complete depletion of the roster going into this game, I had no expectation that this offense was going to be able to move or do anything at all. Then get Miller Moss back, and I was like, okay, I'll be honest, as much as people wanted to move on, as much as I wanted to move on, as much as I tweeted out multiple times during this season, saying that Miller Moss is my least favorite quarterback to play at Louisville of all time. Well, I owe him a massive apology. You were no longer my least favorite Louisville quarterback of all time. He can't be. You can't be after that performance, after going out there. And I don't care how bad Kentucky is. While we knew they were going to be a bad team this year, they were able to come up enough to make this an interesting storyline in the end. Come in 5-6 with the potential of going to a bowl game, and Mark Stoops roughing stuff up, players getting into fights and all the dirty stuff that he likes to do, that Mark Stoops does, throwing trash cans or whatever have you. I was under the belief that maybe that it would be a reverse of what I witnessed. I thought that Louisville was not going to be able to move the ball. I thought that Kentucky had found their quarterback under Coder Bowling. I am so happy, so glad to be the dumbest sports fan on earth. I'm so glad that I don't know a damn thing when it comes to college football. And I am thankful for that. Thank you, Mark Stoops. And most importantly, thank you, Jeff Brohm. Thank you, Ron English, who has showed up time and time again throughout this season and shown that he knows what it takes to put together a football team, put together a defense, and get this thing rolling. I was nervous. I was worried. And the guys came together. And not only that, when your first, second string, maybe even third string running backs can't show up, don't show up, are injured, wink, wink. I don't know. I think they're injured. Chris Bell is injured, wink, wink. I don't know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying all these guys decide that they're injured. They decide. I'm not saying they're opting out. Whatever. I'm not trying to start a controversy there. But it just seems strange that this whole large assortment of the top players are all of a sudden injured and worn out. Maybe they are. I hope they get better. I hope they get healthy. I hope they move on and have great careers. But the guys with the heart, the guys that mattered, Braxton Jennings, Boynton out there, guys that I didn't expect to be able to do anything. Because, Kentucky, maybe it was sold properly. I thought it was oversold about how bad the Kentucky defense would be. Maybe it was sold right. Maybe that Kentucky defense was not the Kentucky defense of old. But by God, I don't care. I don't give a bleep. After all season, the bluster, the yelling and screaming about Miller Moss, Miller Miss, whatever. I love that it was Miller Moss who sent your ass packing. That sent you with no bowl game, and nobody cares about bowl games. Nobody cares at all. I don't care about bowl games. But just to be able to take just one last thing in this rivalry. And how good is it to be a Louisville fan right now? Louisville football and Louisville basketball taking home the wins in the rivalry games that matter, sweeping the Cats, and we can just sit in it and just bask and enjoy the rest of this basketball season that's about to keep going underway. Then we're going to take on John Calipari, and hopefully you get another positive thing there too. Anyway, overall takeaways from this, just a masterful game plan by both Jeff Brohm and Ron English. That's why that's why Jeff Brohm is, regardless of what people want to say, regardless of accomplishments, regardless of if they're able to win an ACC championship, whether they go to the playoff, this is why you know you have a damn good coach. This is why you know that you can always dream about the potential of a playoff. Now, we have a lot of questions that we can talk about, and we'll talk about that in other places. And one place that we could do that is if you join me and one Anna Tarullo, 9 p.m. on ESPN Louisville Plus Sundays for After Dark. We're going to talk about everything that happened today. I'm sure she's going to be able to do the show by herself, basically. I'm expecting Anna Tarullo to be able to just go off and do her thing and give her honest breakdown and opinions. And we'll probably play some stuff from the post game as well, because there's a lot of people going off right now on the blue side. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions. This is just a high. This is the excitement of Kentucky going down to the Cards. And not only that, in a beatdown fashion that I haven't seen since even Bobby 1.0. And I understand it was a beatdown last year, but getting blanked 0 goose egg for the Wildcats. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I've needed. And I'm so glad that we have things that we have with Jeff Brohm. So let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, smash that freaking like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon to stay notified for all of our latest videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Cards? Cats? Nope. Just Cards. Go Cards, baby. L's up.